Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually do have a little bit of an update when it comes to Best Buy, because we actually have now been seeing quite a few reports going on, so I'm going to go talk about that, going to give you guys some regional stuff and all those things going on. As always, also have a little bit of an intriguing thing right before the brand new State of Play event that's actually still ongoing later on throughout today. We may go and talk about that in a few hours, maybe as our next video, if there's anything like super surprising or super good going on over there. And as well, we also have a little bit of a PlayStation Store sale going on too as well, so I'll make sure to go cover on that one. But first and foremost, I do want to go cover up the good old Best Buy news because it actually does seem pretty good. So we have a lot of things to go and cover throughout this one. We'll try to give you guys more details on Target if we see anything too as well later on throughout today. As we mentioned before, we were kind of like aware of stuff. There's still the potential for stuff. We're still watching for stuff, but I'm still not 1,000,000% convinced. So I'll let you guys know later on throughout tonight. We'll also keep the nice little 645, little slightly upgraded thing. So always just keep that in mind throughout the next few days. There is still that good chance. But as well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Twitter link down below if you guys want to get the easy entries too as well for the PS5 giveaway if you have not done so already. And of course follow the Twitter, Twitch stream down below for games and all that good stuff, the Weeble and Coinbase too as well. And let's go and dive on in. So the very first and foremost thing when it comes to Best Buy. If you guys have seen throughout the past like 2-3 weeks and as well even earlier on today, we actually have seen a very larger uptick now of folks doing walk-ins in stores having walk-ins. So it's going to be a little bit of a rambly video on it, but I think you guys can probably get the vibe of it. And as well, probably throughout the next few days, we'll maybe actually see even more of them floating around. So first and foremost, it's been a very long time since the last Best Buy online restock has actually happened. We've had a very long time, very long time. We did see Xboxes around 2 weeks ago for Total Tech, but ever since then, the two restocks we've seen have actually both been in regards to walk-ins. We had a walk-in drop around, I'd say around 2 weeks ago or so at this point, a little bit more than that, but we had a walk-in drop where we actually had like 150 stores, apparently in terms of employees, and employer leaks and basically people checking their stores that had stock available for it. So that's number one, kind of first and foremost. This did happen before, and it's kind of, I think, maybe a big reason why we didn't see a Best Buy walk-in drop like the past like 3 weeks or so. Mainly because we just haven't seen the stock. It's been more so in stores and available in stores. Now, part two is Xboxes. About this last week or so, we actually had quite a few different locations with Xbox Series X's having and receiving stock. So very intriguing for me to kind of go note because we have been seeing stock with it. We've been seeing people getting their consoles. People have been basically checking up the stores when they open, just opening hours, and then when they go and check the stores, if there is stock there, they've been seeing it both on shelves as well as also using the Best Buy app, and then also using the Best Buy glitch, which basically means if you keep on refreshing, you get the SKU unit, you call the store, they can let you know if there's any stock in the back or warehouse backs or whatever, and then part two is just if it shows up, say, for like one store within 25 miles, if it's there, then you have a chance to go and ask and receive stock from it. So, that's kind of like what people have been doing. But I just want to give you guys the heads up for this one. We actually have, as of today and yesterday, I think now have actually seen a lot more Best Buy walk-ins showing on up. Now, the usual preemptive, always remember some stores won't have it, some stores may already sold out, maybe on the regional side, blah, blah. I'm sure you guys know it's always like the usual warnings on it, but it's been enough that I want to report on this. So we saw some reports on this as of last night / this morning, and I was like, hey, if you guys want to go casually check and see, like, give me a message, let me know. And ever since then, we actually have had 4 different states so far that have actually had stock, where people went and called their Best Buy stores, and they had stock available. We had New York, California, I believe Nevada, and then there is one other one where they just never told me the state itself, so I'm just going to assume it's a different state. I mean, if it's those 3, we'll let you guys know later on, but as of right now, we did see quite a few of them spread out throughout the country, and this is in regards to PlayStation 5 disc, and one store said it was only for PlayStation 5 walk-ins, but they had their own bundle. So basically, I think you had to go have, 1 or 2 games with it, and then after that, you were able to go buy it. There is no Total Tech involved. So I just want to give you guys this news because it does seem like we're seeing a bigger uptick. So I just dropped my headphones. Uptick of here when it comes to consoles showing on up, where we're seeing stock We're seeing stock arrivals, and we've also had throughout the past 3 weeks employees confirming that there is stock in the stores, which is somewhat weird because I usually do see more of them in the warehouse side. So it's kind of worth maybe calling your casual store if you guys want. I always want to remind you guys, it just depends if you have the spare time or if you guys are checking Best Buy itself, or if you guys are whatever, you guys are just chilling. You guys are welcome to go creep on it if you guys want to. But it does kind of seem like Best Buy is switching to more of a walk-in style. We did make a video on this maybe 4 or 5 days ago where basically we're where it kind of seemed like with the Xbox that a lot more of these locations are just doing more pure proper walk-ins and pure proper to stock, which kind of makes a little bit of sense because the more stock they have in stores, they less have to work well with, with botters and scalpers, and I'm sure you guys know every big retailer has kind of been having a bit of issue with that. So I want to let you guys know we have seen people now, as of literally today and ever since the past few hours, go to their stores, get stock, walk out that same day with stock. Some people actually have said that it's more on like the shelves itself, so literally physically on shelves, and some folks are saying you just had to more so call and they had stock in the back. So it also might be a nice indication that we might be seeing a finally online drop, because we have been hearing rumors that Best Buy's been sitting on stock for a while. Although once again, it's been really weird because they have we've been hearing about this walk-in slash re-walk-in slash all these other location walk-ins, I don't know, for the past 3 weeks. If you guys remember, we had pictures, we had proof, we had people getting their consoles, etc., a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago or so. So maybe they're just allocating their extra stock towards just doing pure walk-ins, and maybe that's how Best Buy wants to do in the near future, because we still have not seen an online drop. Although I do want to remind you guys, we are not, it's not happening, so we could still have online drops. I'd almost want to implore you guys to say there probably will be quite a few more online restocks, but it does seem like a lot of these retailers, especially ever since Target wanted to put the Xboxes in stores, have been kind of more so switching to proper in-store stock. And at least for my own area too as well, they have finally gotten rid of a lot of the actual restrictions, for the pandemic, which also might be their big if the whole pandemic's basically being lifted throughout this week, or depending on your local state and area, might as well start putting them in the stores themselves. So that might be my little speculation. As of right now, we're still trying to find more information and employee information, everything, but I just want to remind you guys, we have seen people today go and check their stores and see. So maybe even tomorrow morning might be worthwhile to go and check, maybe throughout the next few days, especially as they're still waiting for an online drop. So just keep that in mind. And like I said, I wish I had more information for you guys. This is one of those more slow rolls where we'll finally keep on slowly getting more and more information throughout the next few days as we keep seeing stuff. Because right now it could be just maybe only a few select stores. It might only be small stores, might just be big stores. We'll try our best to get more information for you guys, but it does seem like they've been prepping up stock, holding on stock, trying to receive stock, and all that type of stuff together. So just keep that in mind. We'll give you guys more details throughout the next few days, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, Amazon links, and all that good stuff too as well. Part 2 of this as well for the video is also not for restock stuff, but some nice little gaming sales type stuff too as well. So the official PlayStation Store actually has a nice little indie sale going on. So in case you guys want to go check out any of the games, and I'll kind of give you guys a really quick one of I like this, I like that. But basically the PlayStation Store, if you guys check on the PlayStation Indie sale, there's quite a few games out on sale. Kena for $26 was a very good little comfy game. Not the best game, don't get me wrong. Not an awful game too. Some Nautica games have always been very, very good. I've heard good things about the Jurassic World. Planet Coaster, always a pretty solid game too on top of that. Overcooked, super fun if you guys want to play with your friends. Terraria, probably one of my favorite games ever played, although more so on the PC rather than PlayStation. I'm not sure how good it runs in that, but I do love the game on PC. Tribes of Midgard, very good game. On Showdown, very good game. Kena, like I said, pretty good game. Ollie World, I don't think this game's worth $23. I already played up on my Twitch stream. It wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Maybe, whatever. But there's just a lot of other various games too. You guys can see Overcooked DLCs and a bunch of random stuff. A lot of indie games mixed on in. I'm usually a big indie guy myself. A game say Hollow Knight, phenomenal game, super worth picking on up. All the Jackbox games, you just want to play games with your friends, etc., etc. I'm just letting y'all know there's some pretty good games that are out there that I would probably recommend. Of course, though, this is more of an indie sale, so you guys got to go and just kind of, see what you guys like the best. But I don't know. I like always indies. There's a lot of cool games you're always going to find. A lot of games I've recommended and I've seen as well mixed on in. And last but not least, before we actually go and see our state of play, which will be ongoing today. We've been seeing a lot of different stuff. We've been seeing some Dead Space, basically live streams going on. Right now we have the Final Fantasy 35th anniversary, which actually might be teasing out some other various stuff. And we've also been seeing a few other little various teases too as well. So we'll see what kind of comes up from the event itself. But it does kind of seem like we even have messages over here from Yoshori Kitase. So basically who is the Final Fantasy 7 remake producer. Basically giving out some cool little numbers tied on in. We're also seeing the 35th anniversary, so it would make sense to maybe see a proper PlayStation announcement, because it is a Japanese focused. I think other stuff might be tied on in state of play for the day. Like I said, I'll probably maybe give a recap or talk about it as well right after the drop is all done. But basically for this one, just see a lot of cool stuff, especially with new titles that are being added, such as Strangers of Paradise, Chocobo GP, and a few more. So we might have a little bit more of a Final Fantasy update, although I'd really want to see more news on Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2. So all around cool stuff. We'll try to give our best to give you guys more updates on Best Buy. Hopefully I'll have more information for Target later on throughout today. So make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway and the Twitter link down below for it, so you guys can enter on in and follow the Twitter and Twitch down below. We'll give you guys more details, anything else we see all throughout the day. Hope you guys are excited for the state of play. I'm a little bit excited up for myself. I hope it'll be pretty good. And make sure you guys are checking the Amazon links down below, the Webull Coinbase links down below. Like the video. And if you guys do have any good Best Buy info, feel free to reach on out. Or if you guys check your stores in local areas, let me know the details. Love you guys all so much, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. We'll see you guys later on throughout today for more videos.